Watering. Amazing source of delicious protein without the carbs. That is what Oak Stove Kitchens are known for, and they're delectable quiches. They're almost like a custard mouthfeel with lots of locally sourced ingredients, eggs and cheese and bacon. We have a brand new flavor for you. We rarely get to see these, and when we do, they go quickly because you're getting individually packaged and then the frozen, so you can cook them right from frozen, 35 minutes or 25 minutes, you're good to go. Or thaw overnight and then 1 minute in the microwave. You have a perfectly portioned, delicious, crustless quiche. So we have the cheese and bacon, which has been beloved in the past. And then we also have the brand new pesto. This is tomato pesto and cheese. So you can do either 8, like you're seeing here, in either the tomato pesto or the cheese and bacon, or you can do 16, which is an even better deal, in either of those. Or if you want to do the combo, you can do that if you choose the 16, where you'll get 8 of each. M134330, immediate ship date gets them there for a beautiful Easter brunch, or May 5th, so you can have them ready to go at any time.
Mother's
and we
Day.
do have auto delivery every 90 days for a year. Oh yes, a Mother's Day brunch would
I would
be so
love
nice.
this for Mother's Day. Have you
Yes.
tried these?
I have tried them in the past, but it's
Okay.
been a minute, so I am going to dive
in
right in.
there, and I'm going to share with the QVC family just a little bit about Oak Stove. We're going down to Atlanta, Georgia. 35 years in the business, creating delicious gourmet food for 5-star and white tablecloth restaurants. So what they wanted to do with all of their delicious scratch homemade technology is to be able to take that, send it home to you, you pop it in the freezer, you make it fast and easy, but you become the gourmet at home. You are enjoying Crustless Quiche. That is our bacon with Monterey Jack and Swiss cheese crustless. Do we need the crust on these? Well, you know,
No.
a lot of people will say, I typically take everything out of the crust and throw it away. This is a standalone. These are fully cooked, farm fresh eggs, heavy cream, hickory smoked, hand trimmed Georgia bacon. You've got bacon in there. You've got the Monterey Jack. You've got the Swiss. You've got locally sourced
Creamy.
herbs and spices in there. As you said, creamy. I like to say custardy.
They are,
So
absolutely.
custardy and so good, and that's an all-time favorite. The one with the bacon has not been on for a while, so we're happy to bring that back. However, today you need to get your fork into this because we are introducing something new. I call this an Italian summer quiche. Enjoy this any time of day because you have, along with those farm fresh eggs and the heavy cream and the Parmesan cheese and the mozzarella, you have vine ripened roasted tomatoes and you have scratch made basil pesto. All
I love
come
pesto.
together. Delicious and savory and so good. Both of them delicious for breakfast, but these are really any time of day.
They really are, and to be able to cook them right from frozen is huge because you're 25 minutes away from a delicious protein-packed, lower carb because it doesn't have the crust, delicious treat. Our big deal, this is an encore presentation, right? You've had one already as the big deal?
Yeah, we've had a couple. We were on last night with Skype with David, and it's done fabulously well.
I heard some lower numbers when I was hearing that, so I know that we launch a big deal in this show. We already did that in the show with the iPad. This, we get an encore presentation, and I know we're coming up in Gourmet Holiday in a couple of hours together as well. So, if you love the idea of a beautiful Easter brunch where you don't have to do any of the work, but you have delicious gourmet quiche that is only supplied to 5-star restaurants. You know when you go to a 5-star or those brunches that are just totally gourmet, it is that taste. You can only get them if you go to one of those or if you come here to QVC. So imagine being able to serve these without doing all of the work for a beautiful Easter brunch or a Mother's Day brunch. If you choose the immediate ship date, they will come to you in time for Easter. The May 5th ship date will come to you in time for Mother's Day. This is the tomato pesto. It's brand new. You can get all 8 in tomato pesto, all 16 in tomato pesto, or jump over here and get that delicious traditional cheese and bacon in the 8 count, in the 16 count. And if you choose the 16 count, that's the one where you can choose and get both, 8 of each. And that's what I would do if you're gonna have one of those brunch, kind of like a buffet table, if you will. Now, if you want the 16 count, this is what I was talking about, numbers going. And the immediate ship date in the combo, with 3 dozen remaining.
Wow.
Since we launched this just the other day, 3,000 picked up. So if that puts it into perspective, we're now from thousands down to hundreds or dozens. And today would be the day to do it because this value is phenomenal. We ship it to you for free. They come frozen, individually packaged.
It comes in one package.
Okay,
so
one
package of 8. When you get them home, they arrive on dry ice, of course. So they'll be nice and protected. They are fully cooked. Pop them into the freezer. You've got a full year to think about, do I want to eat these or not? You definitely want to eat these.
They're never going to last a year.
So if you're doing a brunch, for example, you don't even have to take them out of the freezer ahead of time. Take them out, cookie sheet, 325 degrees on a little bit of parchment paper. Truly, because these are fully cooked, all you're really doing is reheating them all the way through. You want all that cheese to start to melt again, the moisture to come back in them so they're nice and custardy in there. Simple to do, easy to put in the oven with a whole bunch of different things. So if you have maybe hash browns you're keeping warm or sausages or something else, these go right into the oven with you. But can I show you?
We've got some great ideas. Our food stylists are so amazing and give me the best ideas all the time.
I'm going to start right up here. We're going to go with a little eggs and cakes on here. So how about any one of our delicious steaks? Happy to meet you, Rastelli's, Kansas City, and you have the tomato pesto on top, and then maybe you provide the hollandaise and maybe a little side of corn and a little side of coleslaw on there. And just look at that. You have got an amazing source of protein there. If you're somebody who's really watching your protein and you're kind of tired of the same old, these eggs are absolutely delicious. Let's go up here. Look at this. Just 3 of them, or the eggs, on top of a little bit of a couscous salad. And then maybe you finish it off with a little bit of fresh fruit salsa on here.
That is a great idea.
Or just on top of a salad, if you will. Or just finishing off, maybe you want to finish off something like waffles and the bacon and cheese down here and a little bit of bacon, more bacon on the bottom. And maybe you want to finish it off with just some gently roasted summer cherry tomatoes. Look at that.
That's
so
phenomenal.
Easy to do, but Oak Stove, the gourmet, they have done all of the work for you. If you can heat, if you want to go into the microwave, you can. Thaw them out ahead of time. I love these on a Just Bagel. One of these on a toasted Just Bagel, smush it together, add a little extra cheese if you want, and a little bit of wrap foil. My husband's out the door. There you go.
That is
breakfast.
Gourmet every day. You can get either 8 or 16 in either the cheese and bacon and cheese, or the tomato pesto, that brand new flavor, so fresh. Or if you do the combo, you can do 8 of each in that 16 combo. Shipping to you for immediately or May 5th. So Easter or Mother's Day or just every day. Get that protein in without the carbs of the crust. Thank you so much, Marie
Great to be
Louise.
here.
So good to see you. And we'll see you again in Gourmet Holiday in about an hour. And we do have these on auto delivery, so you can lock in that great big deal sale price. And every 90 days for a year, they will come to you. And then you can change the taste on the back end of that. Jane Brown is going to take you shopping next. I'm going to take a little break, and then we're joining you together for Gourmet Holiday in just about an hour. Thank you so much for joining me.